Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to a new movie review once again. In today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the new movie in the Sony Spider-Man universe that just came out. And yeah, this movie came out the same day as Bob Marley One Love on Valentine's Day, the 14th. And this is my review on Madam Web. Yep. I have proof right here that I went and saw Madam Web. Yep, Madam Web. So in this movie, we follow a young woman named Cassandra Webb, or Cassandra Webb, or Cassie for short. So in this movie, Cassie lives in New York City, and the movie takes place in the year 2003. And so Cassie Webb is a New York City paramedic who starts to show signs of like she basically starts to like show some signs of clairvoyance, like forced to confront revelations of her past. Like she must protect three young women, but like three teenagers, from a mysterious person known as like Ezekiel, and of course, and Ezekiel wants them dead, of course, because we got ourselves like another superhero or superhero movie in terms of, yeah. So I know a lot of people have really been bashing on this movie and like saying that it's really that awful and bad as the 2022 film Morbius, and. Yeah, and I still think Morbius was pretty decent in my opinion. I know you guys are probably gonna tag me on that, but yeah, we all have unpopular opinions, and and everyone's entitled to their own opinions on Morbius, but including everything. But anyway, so and like I said, I know a lot of people have really not been liking Madam Web that much, considering the fact that this movie got like 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. And of course, a lot of people on Letterboxd seem to hate this movie a lot. But in my opinion, let's just say that in my honest opinion, guys, excuse me, this movie was just average. Yeah, because this movie was just it wasn't good, but it wasn't good, not great, but I thought, in my opinion, this movie was just average. It was not good, that's for sure, but it was just an okay, all right, average movie. Yeah, because this movie does have a lot of flaws here and there. Because this movie is like filled with flaws that a lot of people have issues and problems with. Considering the fact that one of my flaws I have with Madam Web is the visual effects. Like the visuals were kind of so-so, and of course the story was kind of weak as well. I mean the screenplay and the story was kind of weak in my opinion, and. Especially like when Cassie starts to see these visuals and all these past memories and of course there are some times where she imagines like where she and of course Cassie makes predictions and sees what's gonna happen to like what's gonna happen next and because and of course, it's like I said, a lot of people have been saying that this movie was just as awful as Morbius. But like I said, in my opinion, it was just an average film. It does have its flaws, that's for sure. Like the story was weak and the visuals were so-so, and some of the performances were not really that good at all. I mean, some of the performances were kind of weak as well. They weren't really they were just like mediocre. But one of my redeeming qualities I have with Madam Web is that only three actresses do a decent enough job in this film. Like, I mean, Dakota Johnson, who plays Cassie in the film, like Cassie Webb, like Dakota Johnson, I mean, she was fine in the film, but I mean, she could have been a lot better if the script was written better, or either way. And Sydney Sweeney was in the film too, and I know a lot of people have really been talking about Sydney Sweeney a lot on social media, and I gotta say, Sydney Sweeney I thought was decent in the film, and Isabella Merced, I thought she did pretty fine in the film. Yeah, because Isabella Merced, her last name used to be Moner until she changed her last name to Merced, like Merced, whatever you want to pronounce her last name, what she's known for today. And yeah, so this movie was just okay, and And one thing I do give credit to this movie is that I really do give it credit how it tries its best to be more serious compared to like other modern superhero films that intend to be like flat out comedies like last year's MCU movie The Marvels. And because I do give credit for the movie trying to be more serious compared to like modern flat out superhero comedies these days. But it would have been better. I mean, it would have been better if the script was written better either way. Like I said, like I mentioned, like another redeeming quality I have with the film is that the opening logos I thought were pretty fine. I mean, the opening logos I thought were pretty cool as well. It's not the Marvel logo. It's actually the 100th anniversary Columbia Pictures logo. Yeah, so yeah, because this year Columbia Pictures just turned 100 years old, and it was cool seeing the 100th anniversary Columbia Pictures logo at the very start, featuring like the history of the Torch Lady, including the present day one, Jenny Joseph, and yeah, and as for the logo music fanfare, it's the same old fanfare from as usual, and luckily it's not in high pitch, it's not in pal tone, it's just in normal pitch. Yeah. And the performances, like I said, the performances I thought were like they were just like hit or miss, but at least everybody's trying in the film, and that's that. Oh yeah, and plus I almost forgot to mention Mike Epps was also in the film too. I mean, Mike Epps was not really in the movie that much. I mean, Mike Epps only appeared at the beginning of the film, but he was just there for the most part. Yeah, and another issue that people have with Sony's Spider-Man universe is that for their movies like the Venom films and Morbius, they're all like PG-13 rated, and most of us were hoping that Venom Let There Be Carnage from 2021, like most of us were hoping that Venom Let There Be Carnage would be R-rated, but still it got away with its PG-13 rating, even though Let There Be Carnage was still an awesome film. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, the SSU hasn't been really getting R rated films so far. Like all four of their films are PG-13 rated. Yeah, and of course the next SSU film we're getting sometime this year is actually, I think it's like this August, I believe. It's called Kraven the Hunter. Yeah, Kraven the Hunter. Which was supposed to come out last year, but of course got delayed due to the SAG-AFTRA strike. But aside from all that, overall, Madam Web is just okay and average, and I'm gonna give Madam Web 3 stars out of 5. If you're looking for something good to see in the movie theaters this weekend that just came out on Valentine's Day, I say go see Bob Marley One Love if you haven't seen it yet, because I enjoyed Bob Marley One Love. Yeah. And in my opinion, like I said, overall, Madam Web is just average. And there's that. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for my movie review on Madam Web. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.